one might not be as frustrating. We'll have to find out as we go straight in the game. The boys are ready to play. Throw it back to our casters.
All right. I love the fact that he pointed out that, like, listening in on the comms, he was able to pick up some of the frustration from some of his players. I mean, that just did not look like a fun game to play for Secret. With that many saves and that much split pushing, it just felt like everything that they tried to do was immediately stymied. So this time around, I mean, you pointed out early on, there aren't those kind of saves. There's still the split pushing. There's still going to be Visage Familiars, still going to be Illusions running around, but no saves. They can actually go in and try to kill something and probably actually succeed.
Which is a big deal when you have high committal lineups. Last game was a pretty high committal lineup for them. They have a lot of big ults. They have to drop them. Once they're dropped, if it gets reset, there's not a second round until, 70 minutes when you have refreshers, of course.
Yeah.
But, this game, it's a similar story to some degree, right? You have this global, you have this Dawn ult, you have the Pangolier ult. Once these spells get committed, you are locked into that fight. So you need to be making sure you're getting a big kill out of them. And yeah, no saves, a lot less gunk on the map. That's what I'm saying. Like, this Tundra draft, it's very much up their alley, and this team has been arguably the most dominant team at this tournament.
Yes.
So if there's a time you can make the god bleed,
30
I feel like this is it.
battle.
12 wins in a row for Tundra now. They have been hot, hot, hot. Coming off the group stage, going into playoffs. And now they are just one win away from a grand final appearance. Absolutely amazing, especially for, I mean, we talked about the matchup. Let's just talk about the captains versus captains. I mean, we've got 11-time TI attending, just absolutely the GOAT of captains, Puppy, versus Snakey. First time at TI as a captain. He's been here before, but this time around, he's the one calling the shots, right, Avery?
It's a different story entirely. I mean, he has always been a pseudo-captain on every team he's been on.
Yeah.
This guy talks a lot, and he talks often, so it's a familiar role for him. But yeah, the pressure's on, and they're handling it magnificently, right? One game away from that grand final. You're already pretty happy, almost regardless of that outcome. Already a pretty good start as well. Getting some trades out. Well, Snake King, he's not going to be happy about having a TB on Maiden. It's like the worst 5 to have the TB to lane on you.
Yeah.
Half your mana pool. Pushes him down to triple mango. Lost him in, so Secret, any little start they can get off these lanes is nice. And like Fly was talking about, they did end up putting the Nyx down here, swapping that silencer up towards the Crystal Bait. So trying to take advantage of this Dawnbreaker silencer lane. You sacrifice a little by putting Nyx down here, but honestly, he wasn't going to do a lot top.
Sure.
And this Tundra off lane, they pull waves a lot. So if you're going to throw something in a random lane and hope to get out of it, it's probably this lane to some degree. The pull action already on time and on point.
Yep. And I almost wonder, like, Secrets, they could have been doing some of their own pulling. Meta was popped early by Skeeter, but now it's down. They're immediately going to start getting a bit aggressive, missing out on that last hit, though. It's an interesting matchup. Nisha versus 9, Pango versus Primal Beast. I think we actually saw this maybe a couple times in the group stage or something. And it's a matchup that both of them are just going to be kind of bleeding each other constantly. Particularly the Pango, anytime he puts damage on the Primal Beast, he starts getting those stacks up.
I mean, Primal Beast is the alpha dinosaur in this game, so I favor him a little bit.
Yeah.
He can dominate with the, the uproar stacks and that type of deal with the trade. But obviously, Pango shouldn't really die in this lane unless you're super aggressive. I mean, it kind of takes me back to that Spear Breaker Primal Beast lane.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if you charge, your charge is on cooldown, he runs you down, right?
Yep.
But Pango does have multiple spells to at least cause a little bit of a gap.
And then when the Primal Beast wants to make some of those early rotations, I mean, we saw even starting the Last Chance qualifier, the way Toxin would move around pre-level 6 to some of these side lanes. Look for that Pango, who is a little bit more reliant on hitting his ultimate, but he's just a great counter initiator, right? I mean, was it Fly who said he just constantly is going to try and follow the Primal Beast and the Visage wherever they try and put pressure on the map?
Yeah, you just need to check 9 in this game. Just don't give him like some free rune into a bottom rotation that breaks the Drow lane. Yeah. That's the lane Secret really want to think about. Like, the Primal Beast going top for a Parablade, who really cares? It doesn't progress the game for Tundra.
Sure.
Primal Beast going bottom, killing your Drow, breaking this lane open, giving Visage extra levels to get the 6, that will break this game open. So that is the one big move Secret need to think about. And if they can make this bottom lane go a bit better for them, it's also going to help that. Nice damage coming out. God, Visage hurts, man.
Yeah, he certainly does. These little clashes back and forth. You see a bunch of 100% win rates on some of these heroes. The Primal Beast for 9. Now also Zayat's on the Nyx Assassin, also 100%.
Nisha going for a little bounty rune steal. Nine says, no, sir. I am the beast.
You may be mobile, but you're not going to go farther than that onslaught can take the Primal Beast.
Even Puppey getting chased off lane a little bit. Second meta pop top.
There's another one. Puppey even on the silence.
I mean, Nine is dominating the lane in terms of the resource advantage, right? And that's why, like, if he ever forces Pango to base, suddenly the map opens up for him a lot too.
Yeah.
Level 5 to 6 timings just become crazy strong.
He's dominating the resources, but not so much the CS.
Nope.
Nisha doing very well in that regard, 19-3. There's a few more creeps available. Zion's getting caught inside the cogs. 33 throws out the big nuke. Spike Carapace is already burned through, so Zion's is going to be run down underneath the trees. The battery sold the last couple of ticks. Not quite enough, and 33 couldn't get the final shot off either.
Damn.
So, the first blood still available for the taking.
Oh, he was gone for sure there, but just enough stick charges, holds it to the last minute, bogs him up as well. I mean, that's a huge play on this lane. Like, he gets the trade-off for his drought. Now they can turn around as well. Both side lanes.
Well, there's an opportunity. Resolution swinging through Snake and getting that kill, and 33 almost dying on the other side of the map as well. So once again, the side lane's not doing too badly for Secret, though they certainly are not... Actually, it's not doing too bad. I mean, 33 sitting at 12-5. Maybe not quite the same as the way they shut out that Brood Mother, but it did seem to come up with good ideas on how to deal with 33's heroes in lane.
I mean, I think this lane is going to get better for Secret in a way. Like, the early level 1 through 3 is where this Vicious shines in terms of getting you with all-in kill.
Sure.
It didn't get that, which means Crystallis gets to, you know, just pull up the extra items. He doesn't have to spend as much on regen. He doesn't have to
trying to go for the deny. Pops a fairy fire last second. Snaky. He held on to the Crystal Nova. Now they do have socks. The arrows flying through. Fell a little shy, though. Once again, the support's walking out of this bottom lane. Just a sliver of HP. Meanwhile, Nisha and Nine, they have indeed been clashing quite a bit, both of them going down to about a quarter of their HP. But Nisha, he gets a bottle refill, whereas Nine doesn't have that same privilege.
Yeah, so Nine actually ends up being the one forced to base here, and Puppey will spend his death wisely, refill that bottle. I mean, he was kind of playing off the lane a lot top, just choosing to drag some creeps. Skeeter was doing an amazing job of keeping the illusion on him, which was super annoying and resulted in the kill. The benefit for Secret is this Dawnbreaker is going to have a pretty fast 6. Like, he's already level 5, and speaking of ultimates...
Nisha does have his ultimate, but Nine, he timed it perfectly. He was level 5 in like 3/4, but he knew as he cleaved through those creeps, he's going to get his level 6, and he gets the kill. A huge nice illusion. That is twice now he's managed to pull that off.
Yeah, this guy's just piecing it up on the lane. Taking it straight to him.
Radiant's middle tower is under
You are going to have this rolling thunder when you come up, but I don't know if there's a huge amount he can do with it in terms of moving. And Tundra's already moving this beast bottom, so if this Pango TP's back mid, you lose your counterplay ability, which is exactly what's going to happen. Nine just reading.
Comes in charge. Crystallis can't get out of the way fast enough. Doesn't have the silence, so no forced movement to try and stop this Primal Beast.
And this is the 5-minute catapult, still alive bottom for them as well. Again, Pango has to TP mid because of that kill. This tower can just take a huge amount of damage here. Nine might choose to stay around a little. He's going to go back towards mid for XP. But
underneath his own tower here, Nisha not wasting any time, couldn't get off the freeze there. And so with this rollout, should be able to easily collect the kill on Skeeter. So trading out the carries this time, at least when it comes to the top lane, Snaking is going to be the +1. And, well, +2 for Puppey. Thanks to the intelligence seal. Crystal Baby, you talked about her mana problems earlier.
Yeah. Gonna face the same difficulty. Gotta get them mantles up.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, this move was super nice from Nisha. I think this move actually converted a lot more for Secret than the early Primal Beast just because that Visage wasn't 6. Yeah. That move will get the Visage to 6, but this move just ends up in a dead tier 1 here. Terrorblade has to go jungle. Will plant his own obs. Nice from Skeeter. And meanwhile, Zayat's getting XP on mid, so a decent sequence here from Secret to strike back. Crystallis gets to stay bottom. He's not getting forced out just yet, though now with Visage 6, he'll probably make the rotation. Of course, the tier 1 dying top means he has more space to operate in. So now when he gets kicked out, he actually has somewhere to go. So that move is super valuable for Secret in terms of how they're going to play the map here.
Do they have anybody who can continue to hold that tower against the Visage, or is this just long lost? Does Secret just not even look to the bottom part of the map anymore?
I mean, you do have Dawnbreaker, right? You can throw this Solar Guardian in on some random hero down there. It's just, I don't think it's going to be enough damage to kill the Visage, and then you're stuck down here battling the birds with heroes that don't really want to battle them just yet. Maybe that's like Nisha's duty this game. When he feels strong enough to combat this Visage, fight through with the swashbuckles, with whatever item he wants to go, I think it's when Secret really want to take the skirmishes. They can defend it with him, though, because you have that Solar Guardian backup. Like, if Nisha wants to stand on here and stall this push, it's very viable.
So it's just a question of whether or not Secret feels like the risk is worth the potential reward of stalling out 33 any longer, or if they're going to get drug into a fight against the Visage that they're not ready for. It seems like they have made the call. Nisha's going to be hanging around this bottom lane, so it's a possibility still.
I mean, I think it's fine to send him down here. Like, he'll still farm a decent amount.
Sure.
You're going to stall this Visage up a little. At the same time, if you get XP on one of your supports mid, remember, these two Secret supports, it's a pretty slow and greedy support duo.
Yes.
Silencer Nyx, you need a lot of levels on these guys, and ideally some basic items too.
Hello, Saxa. Didn't actually punish him there at all. Zayat's not ready to go with the Impale.
Oh, double damage Primal Beast.
That is scary, but Resolution, he's pretty tanky. They're gonna follow him here. Can he get the hammer away? No, he's definitely going to be stuck here in this position. They managed to dodge the hammer stun, but there is going to be Nisha rolling through. Onslaught over to the side here. Nine trying to get out. He does not want to fight into the Pango, but Nisha has hunted him down. They're going to keep him chain stunned up against the wall. A fourth kill for Team Secret.
And fourth intelligence for Puppy. Every little mana pool adds up, and especially versus a hero who's pretty small to begin with, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So nice counter kill from Secret. Again, Nisha just reading the map. If this Primal Beast is going to play aggressive, he can turn those around. He'll always kill him on the return. That area is just so deep for Tundra, right? Like, it's part of the map. The tier 1's still there. Secret can instantly respond. The trade will be that tower bottom. The downside of Pango, he can't be everywhere in this game, right?
Yep.
But I think he's had a fantastic early game, and I think Nisha, he's done enough to propel him into a pretty solid mid game here. Will go that Diffusal Blade. Now you have that deadly combination of, you know, stealing some intelligence.
That's true.
And your mana at the same time. BKB costs mana now, Cap.
Yeah, I mean, that Arcane Ring is going to be pretty important, I feel like, for Snaking. Just to keep that mana pool of both himself and others nice and high. Giants with the first move here of the Vendetta.
You have the Nyx mana burn too later.
Oh, that's true.
Mana burn synergy.
Where is he headed to? I don't think he really has the power to do anything about the Visage. He can hit him and impale him, and they can follow up with the Dawnbreaker, but
no, he wants to find Terrorblade in one of these jungles or just a free support kill. You do have the Donald that can come in on any of these Vendettas.
Yeah.
He's just walking over Sentry Ob, and Tundra doing a nice job of warding up the map, keeping the vision. They have very good observer wards up at the moment. Pretty much seeing everything they want to see here.
Yeah, seriously, 4 different wards. This one's super deep in the mid lane. They've got a defensive one. They've got 2 up top as well.
I mean, just beautiful vision in this game overall. Like, even the Secret ward, super nice.
Oh yeah, they've got a nice little triangle surrounding that straight up triangle. Tundra is actually clearing through ancient stacks, which apparently there was a number of them there. So drops the freezing field. 9 will help with the trample.
Taking a page out of Puppy's book there. Do a little 5-position farming.
Farm never heard of 5. You guys should take that up in your pubs.
Oh, please don't. How are the levels looking for Secret? That's a big question. Because this Nyx got a lot of levels, but Puppy is still level 5. He is suffering. This global silence is pretty much nowhere near to coming out. Trying to get some Vendetta hit.
Ooh, didn't even go for the Vendetta hit. They may run out of damage as a result. The hookshot comes in from the side, stopping the Rolling Thunder. But even then, I mean, the Primal Beast just looked way too tanky there.
I feel, if anything, they were just baiting out some reaction. I mean, they got this Visage teleport. They got a hookshot. All right, back to farming, right? Remember, this is a Drow lineup for Secret. Like, traditionally, Drow lineups, you're aiming for some pretty later timings, right? This is not a hero that, I mean, this hero can join the fights early and be super happy to clean him up, but she's also pretty happy to just keep farming ancient stacks, getting the levels. Every level on this hero counts for a lot in terms of how her ult works,
So much of Drow's impact, though, going into that later game is whether or not she's able to just freely hit people without, you know, stuff being in the way and negating that ultimate of hers. Do you think that's why? I mean, we have Primal Beast, we have Clockwork. There does seem to be a decent number of heroes to get on top of this Drow Ranger, or is that not enough in your mind?
Yes, Solar Guardian Global Nyx to bail him out. Here's the first connect with that chain stun.
Yeah, they're going to use this nicely. Nisha said, okay, you guys take 33. I trusted you got it. I'm actually going to go for the +1 here. Snaking showed himself, and Resolution with the hammer will claim the double.
Bittersweet sunset for you.
Very nice double kill for them. This is the type of tempo I think Secret wants to play. Just finding the kills when their ults are up every 70, 80 seconds or so. Connect with a Vendetta, connect with a Rolling Thunder, back to farming. Crystallis gets to clear triangle, he gets to clear top wave. Puppey finally trying to get to his level 6 up here, inching towards it with every CS. So
Yeah.
Secret pretty much getting what they want on all their heroes during this time. And every time Visage dies, you're also extremely happy because it sets down the tempo on the map, right?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, the 100 doesn't have this Vlad, they don't have this Wraith Pack they're getting to that's going to exist in the space and be occupying your mindset. And we saw Snaking. He went Arcane Boots, man. This guy's also thinking about it. I'm telling you, he does not want to run out of mana in this game.
No. Go for a Force Staff next, which is certainly going to help out a lot against, I mean, they have so much where the Rolling Thunder on in with the Dawnbreaker ultimate on top of that. They want to be able to get people out of these AoE stuck situations where they're chain stunned.
Yeah, Tundra almost always buy double Force Staff. It is
Yeah.
90% of their games. They like to be able to reset fights, save people. I mean, the Arcane Boots is another form of save this game, right? If you Arcane Boots your Terrorblade, Arcane Boots your Primal Beast, you might get Sunder off, you might get that Onslaught off. All of a sudden, that counts as a reset. The Tundra always thinks about these itemizations in terms of how they can prolong the fight for their cores and just get multiple rounds of spells off. That's where their lineup shine.
What do you make of the Veil, though? Saksa has that Force Staff. He's definitely going the double, but he also has the Veil queued up.
I mean, if there's one team that's going to buy Veil,
Yeah.
the AUI team. I mean, this guy's been buying Veil for almost a decade here. This item is efficient. Like, you get the mana regen, you get some aura. It produces a significant amount of damage increase in the early fights. The question I always have with this item is if you don't get the early fights, does it feel that good going into the later game, especially versus BKB cores or cores that jump you on the backline, right? Because it isn't as much survivability, it isn't as much tankability in those later durations. So to me, this tells me, again, Tundra want to hit a like 20 to 25 minute timing here, where the spell damage is just going to be too much for Secret to deal with.
It is kind of interesting, though, because they're matched up against two cores that can go Magic Immune.
Yes.
You know, we're going to have that Dawnbreaker. Zai, found the opening. The Rolling Thunder is on top of it. The chain stun, here it is. No opportunity for a Sunder. Now they back up through, but the hook shot is on in from Saksa.
Now Puppey.
The rest of the team of Secret is going to come through. They managed to get out the global ever so barely. And look at Chrysalis. He's just standing and delivering on that high ground. Now they come back in with Nisha from behind. They almost claimed the kill on his Snaking, but now he's been grabbed by the Primal Beast. He needs to jump away. The Swashbuckle gets him a little bit of distance, burning through the mana of 9. He's got a lot of stick charges. Nisha actually, with the haste root, is running around. He spotted Snaking. Hey, look at him. Ah, you're not getting away from this one. He knew it too, even with the high five, taunting Snaking into his death. 33 chase downs, done into 1, and now they've got Crystallis to clean up the kill. Just like you want any Drow Ranger to go. Everybody else is engaging, and the Drow Ranger is sitting in the back, throwing out the physical damage and collecting in the kills.
Echo Saber timing for Rezo doing a lot of work there as well, and that's a huge amount of levels for this Secret lineup that uses them amazing. Of course, Haste Rune on Nisha, he is just doing the best Pango dance of his life, cleaning up the back of the fight. Gets a huge shield crash off as well, just tanking so much up. And all that was started with this Terrorblade pick, right? This is the exact target they want to find with this Solar Guardian Nyx Vendetta combo. It's going to be deadly for Skeeter all game. It'll bypass the vision that was such an issue for Secret last time. Nyx doesn't care if you have wards. He doesn't care if you have these Terrorblade illusions because you cannot sentry everywhere. That's going to give him a window to start a lot of these engagements with the core down, and just beautiful teamfight execution here. Again, the Carapace messing with these heroes, the mana burn in these early fights, doing a decent amount of work, and Nisha just playing with him, man. Put the high five up at the end. See you later.
Yeah, he's feeling himself even after a game 1 loss. Nisha showing that he does not lack in confidence on the main stage here. I want to point out the fact the Wraith Pact was alive that entire fight. That cannot feel good for Tundra that they recently picked up this item. If they used it to the full extent of its abilities and they still lost.
It's very true.
Zayas, you gotta be careful. Oh, 33 drops the familiars first.
Narrowly escapes that vision. He was really close to just dying there. He has full wand, but that was a bold move.
Tower is under attack.
Very bold indeed. Maybe just about as bold as 9 who was thinking about. Puppey showed maybe diving in and trying to get a quick kill and get out.
pretty hard to out-farm this Tundra team, but I do feel like Secret, they have a decent advantage right now in terms of the actual 5-on-5. Outside of that Wraith Pack, they have their Diffusal, they have their Echo Saber. Solar Guardian's pretty powerful for giving you the numbers advantage. This Visage, he's top. You know, if you find an opportunity to get a 5-on-4, a 3-on-2, some of these number fights with the Vendetta global ability, Secret's gonna take those every time because they have global to back it up as well. Maybe part of this veil on the clock is also Soxa just trying to find Puppey in this game. That is his MO. Yeah. Find the silencer, hook him. If you veil him, maybe it gives you the extra damage to just kill him faster or solo kill him even.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Especially Nine's going to follow up, he onslaughts and tramples through. Like, that's one-shot territory for sure.
And now they have
Nine's found the opening. They have the Rolling Thunder as well, the Dawnbreaker. Tundra did not see this one coming fast enough, but they do have in that back line. Skeeter has popped the meta, so Secret needs to be able to reset a little bit, especially with Soxa getting on top of the Drow Ranger, making it even worse. Puppey's going to get grabbed. The two supports of Secret die, despite the fact that Secret are the ones finding the initiation. It's Tundra who gets the better of the engagement, and as a result, can maybe take this mid tower.
I mean, just beautiful hook shock to the backline, disrupts the whole fight. Nisha's going on this Visage, but it's not really the target he wants to start on, especially if it's just him. Like, you're basically just wasting Rolling Thunder at that point. It can't come through and turn that fight around post BKB or post Terrorblade initiation. And Skeeter joining, pretty nice Yasha timing, along with that Mithril Hammer, just dealing a decent amount of damage and clean up 2 kills into a tower. That's the type of fight Tundra wants to be able to take. Visage tanks the initiation, Terrorblade gets a free fight. Nisha just going into all.
That is a shield crash on 2, but I don't think it's enough to save him from this sticky situation. Not sure what he was expecting there, but it was certainly not 3 heroes from Tundra.
I think he just wanted an easy bounty route, but nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing is easy on the TI main stage, Cap.
No, certainly not against Tundra, who have been... They really have not given much ground to Secret in either of these games.
This game's a lot about BKB timings as well. Who can just commit in the fights and get the damage done during those intervals. We will have BKB flying out for resolution here. So he's pretty strong in a TP top. Of course, he can TP to these lanes no one else wants to go to. Still join the team. It's a decent time for Secret to try and find something. Remember, meta has been down for this as well. 50 seconds. Skeeter does not want to join a fight. Rezo just pushing in here.
They're going to spot him. Going to get off his BKB in time. He's going to be chain stun here. Beautiful combo from Tundra. Nine and Soxa not overlapping there at all. Very nicely played.
That's the bail amp.
Yeah, that's true.
There for that bail. So this extra burst, have to try and account for it.
Now Secret is willing to fight here.
They have a blink on Tango.
Oh, it's going to be revealed though. Off the Rolling Thunder. Just try and slow him down. They're going in pretty deep for this one. I'm not sure if the rest of the team really wants to follow this one up. They're going to try with the Impale, but here comes the Primal Beast running over the Nyx Assassin. The first use of the BKB. And of course, they got to get out. Leave their supports behind. They are fodder. The face of a Tundra team. Oh, fast little arrow. And now this Visage, though they do have Skeeter coming in from the side. The meta pops out. He does Gus, pushing over to the side. Ooh, Soxa, that's an awkward Cogs. Blocking Skeeter from his retreat, jumping back in. Nisha claims the kill onto 33. Now with the resolution closing in here, they can throw out the stun. Skeeter's gonna pop his BKB. Do they have their own BKB? He needs to get off the Thunder. He gets it off on Soxa. Turns around and kills the Drow Ranger. A beautiful play by the young man on stage that is gonna be able to claim 2 core kills.
Zayat's looking to find something, but
is under attack.
there's just not much to claim. Skeeter back up to full HP here. 9 full resources as well. Impale off the mark.
And with that miss. No. Nine's
not that crazy. Oh, that was almost a nice Terrorblade kill. Saw Rezo manning up. He was chunking him down, but just getting in that Sunder range. Enough to repel him back up the full. Skeeter has done a very nice job at joining these fights at the right time and in the right place to get a decent position. That said, Nisha is really carrying this early game. Like, he is doing so much of the damage these early engagements, going in, going out, trying to bait out the spells. This global is not really what Puppey wants out of the spell, right? Like, he's getting trampled down during a global. Doesn't feel amazing. Imagine they have that later on because he can survive, but the long-range damage is considerable here for this Secret lineup. You get swashbuckled, you get hit by this Drow, you have some silencer dots on you.
Look at this play from Nisha, blinking back in to claim that Visage kill. I mean, that was massive. But Skeeter.
First is pretty close.
The BKB and the attention to put it onto Saksa to give him the most HP rather than the Drow Ranger.
It's very nice. Very heads up.
Skeeter, I mean, he's not had a long career. He started off, I mean, he first learned about Dota during TI2 when he was still in elementary school. He was watching pro gamers on stage, and that was the first time apparently that he learned you could play video games for money. He said, that's what I want to do. And here he is. In the upper bracket final for the most amount of money, man.
Playing him for a little bit of money.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit.
This gamer thing is working out all right for him.
He seems to be doing just okay.
Hook shot. Saksa killing the creep, chaining the stun there with the cogs, but the rest of the team, they called it off. They said, this is not the fight that we want. Saksa says, okay, thanks guys. I'll see you later.
Just splitting the map, snaking, trying to do a little
the roll up. Hey, forces something out of him. Forces 2 ultimates, in fact. Snaking this. I mean, he dies, he doesn't get a kill, but did get a lot out of Secret in a way.
I think Secret, like I said though, I think Secret is happy to play his tempo where they get these kills. Like 40 seconds on the sideline for a 100-second ult. It's not the worst, right?
Yeah.
To me, this is Tundra waiting out this meta timing. They really want to take the fights with Terrorblade this game. They need his manpower in the engagement. Sure, Visage survives for a while, Primal Beast survives for a while, maybe kills a support, but the fights where Skeeter joins is really the ones where they want to clean up and get the conversion into the objectives. Next one being Roshan here. He has full Hurricane Pike, so you can get pretty aggressive in these engagements. Just Hurricane Piking in, medding, taking the fight to this Drow if she gets caught. Would expect Tundra to group up, probably try and smoke for some sort of good fight with Vision very soon here.
Get the right kind of fight, take Roche.
Snaking, he's just going to teleport in on cue.
Okay, here it comes.
Smoke everybody but Skeeter, let him show somewhere, send illusions down the lanes.
With BKB and an Aghanim Scepter on 9, this Primal Beast is so scary when he goes in.
Gets popped.
Gonna break, drop the sentry, doesn't catch Zayats fast enough.
They're going to threaten the Roche though, and Secret need to think about whether Tundra's committing to this. They don't have an easy way to get Vision in that pit.
That is super awkward. Means somebody kind of has to put their life on the line to get that information.
It's a mind game.
It turns into a free pick perhaps, especially now with the ward going down.
This situation's going to be very awkward, especially when the enemy team has ways to force you to show elsewhere. Similar to that last game, Skeeter, he's on an illusion hero. His job is just be super obnoxious with these illusions, shove the waves that Secret doesn't want to go to.
Yeah, but if they find this initiation, Skeeter,
this could be the best hero they can find.
Okay, they're not going to be able to get a fast initiation for it. Ooh, the roll up. Is he going to be able to get off anything here? Nisha is just dead immediately. The physical damage overwhelms him, and now Zayat's going to be chased down. They spotted him. They're going to pop the drums, chase him down. They've got the slow, and that should be it for our Nyx assassin. He's got a Vendetta up in a second, but I'm sure they have detection, even if he tries for it. She does not holds on to that spell for now. That's kind of awkward because they're running into the BKB carry.
Yeah.
I don't know how Secret would be able to change stuff. It would have to take. They needed Vision over the Terrorblade, I guess.
I mean, I think they're just hoping to force a reaction, maybe get out. If they find another core who doesn't have BKB, they're happy to take that fight with the Solar Guardian Global. At least they got this meta out on a good portion of the map, right? It prevents Skeeter from just instantly going to Roche with meta. That said,
he did have a TP up.
That was the dieback for the Nyx, so he was dead for 70. It's going to give a decent window here for Tundra to just clean it up without that meta. Now you're in a position where you can test as your Secret, and I mean, how do you even get tested? There's no way without Pango. It's going to be very close here, but not close enough.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that Tundra recognizes we don't have the meta, so we need to throw all the damage we have right now, and they're going to do it just in time before Nisha can get into the pit with that Rolling Thunder and disrupt things and cause a bunch of chaos. So, I mean, great read by Tundra. They got that timing down to a T.
Fast plays win you games. Yep. Making every second count here. That's going to be ages for this Terrorblade. Makes it even scarier in these engagements, and Ag's done for 9, so his Primal Beast damage is starting to ramp up.
The initiation, though. Nisha, they had the vision to be able to get the opening. The Drow Ranger's going to get run over, though. 9 popping his Ags, but he has to chase in real deep for this one. Can anyone bail him out? He's just getting trampled to death. Somebody help Crystal. It pops him in at the last second, but 9 grabs him in the end, pulls him down. Now, underneath that tier 2, I mean, he's fast. Can he get away, though? Nope, the final swashbuckle gets him in the end, but they get drug in a little bit deeper. Zayats, he's going to be chased down on the side here at the same time. 33 is kind of toying with them, trying to bait Secret into going for more, but they will not get baited. 33 just straight up throws damage onto the tier 2, saying you guys can't fight right now. Force staffed aggressively, force staffed in, force staffed back into the line, but Resolution cleaves out the support. The stone form gives him a little bit of time. Nisha, he's got to keep his distance here. That's Sunder.
You can keep poking here.
They can. Can they actually keep them in place, though. Slowed down by the curse and the hammer. Nisha comes in through the side. The shield crashes there. And boom! There goes that visage.
There goes the Wraith Pack.
Popped as soon as the cloak is gone.
Yeah, this poke and physical burst is ramping up for Secret. Desolator on resolution. Just doing a huge amount of work in these engagements. You get the proc on any hero, throw the swashbuckle on top. Yeah, only it's a decent amount of minus armor coming your way. I mean, Rezo is the carry right here. You know, it really is. Going back to his days with the multiple TI runs here. Not unfamiliar territory for him.
Yeah, I mean, I always think of, when it comes to resolution and carrying on the main stage, I always think back to that time we stood in for Team Empire. And, I mean, his performances at that TI were incredible.
I mean, he's 9-1-7, level 20. It's the highest level in the game.
Yeah.
Having a beautiful game here. Shard online, Echo build back up after the BKB disassemble. Less luminosity attacks required. Like, he is going to shred these Tundra supports if he gets on them. Crystal Maiden basically just gets Starbreakered into oblivion. Skeeter needs to use his BKB timing well. If this fights go really long and Secret still have the manpower up, I feel like this is not the same situation as last game where Tundra can stall the fights out super long and just benefit from the Astrals and the tossbacks and the arrows.
Yeah.
This is more you got to commit with your Terrorblade, get the damage done, and make sure it counts.
At the same time, though, while Rezo's having this amazing game, we saw in the last fight, Chrysalis, because he still doesn't have BKB, he's just being soloed by a single hero. I mean, 9 is so farmed in this Primal Beast that he's just able to trample him down.
Yeah, it makes you wish he had 2 Force Staffs, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe that is the key of the game. I mean, Puppey has one. He's building Glimmer as well.
Top tower is under attack.
Any extra mobility you can give your Drow. Very nice hook
What a hook shot off of that, but it does give an opportunity for Nisha to get off the Rolling Thunder if he wanted to. A global silence from Puppey, though. It is something expended.
Yeah, Skeeter's looking to go in here. Still has Aegis.
Not about it. Skeeter's chasing Puppey with the eye of Scotty. Slowed down to a crawl. He is pretty tanky, and they actually can't finish him off somehow.
The hell, he has like 26 armor.
Yeah, I mean, the tier 2, I guess that armor aura was maybe just enough to keep him alive.
He just walks it off.
Well, now meta has been used, and the Aegis is going to expire in a minute and a half. There's going to be timing here for Secret.
I mean, it was the marksmanship. It's giving him all the extra bonus, Hatchie.
Yeah.
So this silencer's a lot more tanky than you think.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think Skeeter thought he was going to like 3-shot him.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Guy have a Sven shard or something? Now Secret have an opportunity to abuse the meta cooldown here. Smoke up from Puppey. Wants to try and initiate with this Nisha Pango. Either find the back line.
Surprised they're going right now. But maybe it's just like meta's down. It doesn't matter if he's got Aegis.
Down. Aegis running out in 50. They want to find some initiation with the Solar Guardian on top.
They're not quite close enough. Puppey, the smoke is going to break. Tundra on high alert, up on a high ground. Really good timing from them. They backed out at the right time. They read, you know, hey, even if we've got this Aegis, we're still exposed. Whenever meta is down, we have to play defensive.
I'm just TPing Outpost. Already canceled that. That was a aggressive Outpost TP, I was about to say.
I was wondering where he was TPing to.
But Secret will take it back. You said Tundra. I mean, this team is just so efficient at playing the map. They have an 8K lead. It really doesn't feel like they have that much, but it's just all on their supports. These supports just always get farmed. Snaking up the Force Staff, and I mean, Soxa sitting on the big boy Philly.
Oh yeah, and he's going to get the Aghanim Scepter soon, which means one of the side benefits of the Aghanim Scepter is the constant rocket spam that you get. So that's another aspect of split push that Tundra will have. They always got something.
Yeah, split push the lanes. He can throw the vision in the fight to find the silencer. Yep. Make it annoying for this Pango who wants to hide in trees. Yeah, he's just going to pick it up, buy out for it. Tundra collecting a lot on the map right now.
Look at them again. This deep vision they have in the mid lanes has, I think, given them a heads up that this is happening. Now, they're going to lose their Crystal Maiden, but that is really not that important. Tundra are pretty happy with losing their 5 if it means another smoke is down on the side of Secret.
They're okay with this for now. And okay, I was gonna say Skeeter had a Sacred Relic in his inventory. A little early for Divine there, son, but of course Nullifier coming out. It's gonna be nice to dispel these Secret cores in the fight. No more Force Staff for the Drow at a time where he might really need it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Also messes with Pango. So interesting itemization here from Skeeter. Again, I think Tundra's identifying they want to make the most happen in the interval where they get the Clockwork Hook shot, they get that initiation, and this meta is off cooldown. This especially for the next Roshan fight. This is what both teams are gearing up for. For Secret, they do have like triple core lineup that scales incredibly well here.
Do you think the Nullifier is really the best item for? I mean, it felt like there was a lack of damage here. I would expect maybe more like a pure Daedalus route or something.
I think the Nullifier becomes very good when you get to that Swift Blink.
Okay.
Which is what he's thinking about, right? He has a Q up next. I don't think you go with Nullifier without getting a blink somewhere in your inventory.
Yeah.
Because what you really want to do is be able to just blink on the Drow, nullify, Scotty hit him. He's gone, right? He has to sit there and man fight you, and it sets up the fight very nice for the team. Same with like the Silencer. I mean, we saw the Silencer's tanky, it takes a little bit. Nullifier just helps you cement these kills. Tundra wanting to use it here. Shiva's completed for 9.
They found the ward now. They may back up just at the right time. So now Secret, they have a gem as well. Earlier Tundra, again, they buy these really early gems, which I'm a big fan of. Tundra, as soon as they feel like they're kind of like, all right, we're definitely stronger than these guys, they pick up the gem and they just take over the map.
I mean, no vision left.
Yeah.
Absolutely debilitating for these Secret lineups that need to fight around it.
Maybe a big reason why they're able to get such a big net worth lead.
Always helps. I mean, Zayat's game is just not easy.
No.
And he just doesn't want to run up any of these high grounds. The illusions are constantly shoving in, which forces someone from his team to go somewhere else.
Scan up to the high ground, see if they can get into position to get this ward down.
Crystallis is like leading the charge here, you know?
Yeah, he's like, he's got a fresh BKB. He's like, I don't have to be scared any longer.
The one upside compared to last game is you can put resolution on illusion duty and you can still join the fight.
Yes.
So your ability to play the map versus the illusions went up considerably.
And it means that he's getting a ton of farm in the meantime too. He's still actually ahead of Chrysalis in that regard.
Yeah, these Secret cores are farm. I'm just worried that they go in. Like, Tundra is just hitting so many good timings on their heroes here. The double Force Staff done, the Ags on the Clockwork, Shiva's Ags on this Primal Beast, and 33 pushing towards an Assault Kuros. That is like the huge armor differential gone, right? AC, Buckler, all these things huge versus Drow.
Now they're opening. Force Staff pushing them deeper into Secret. Maybe that's not what they wanted. At the same time, 9, well, he tried to go in, and that initiation didn't feel good either. So Tundra is now on full-out retreat. The roll-up, Nisha going to be able to deal with the Frostbite. Can he get out, though? He's going to be grabbed by 9. Swashbuckle over to the side. There goes the Crystal Main. Nice two-man stun as well from the Nyx Assassin. But Force Staff in once again, and the Terrorblade. Triple kill for Chrysalis. Turns over to 9, who had to deep commit in order to finally finish up that Pangolier. No stuns in time. The BKB lasted long enough.
Puppy.
Oh, got him just in time. Zayat finds a 4th kill for Chrysalis.
You wanted that rampage for the books, but damn close. And Secret cleanup 4, only losing the Pango there. Very happy to get that trade. The gem will be rescued here.
Oh, they saw that on the ground, but Spanking got his courier out fast enough to be able to recover that gem. So that's
quick fingers on the couriers from this Tundra side.
They really do. They know how to play with every single unit they have in their control.
That is the exact fight Secret wanted to hit. They got some vision out. They tank it, the initiation with the Pango. The global was beautiful. Separates the fight, and of course, can't ask for a better time. Getting that into the second Roche here. Aegis on Drow is a huge deal. This damage is starting to come through for this Terrorblade. I thought that was an aggressive Force Staff from Secret at first. I was like, oh, that was nice, but it was Tundra trying to save him from the chain stun, which you can't blame them. But it ends up just pushing him so deep, and then Nisha on the back line. Secret just get the dream fight here, right? Drow gets to just shoot Terrorblade the whole time. He gets forced in again, maybe betraying a little bit here. He just gets bursted by Resolution with the minus armor. Drow to back him up. And this Tricore coming online for Secret here. The physical damage is no joke. If Terrorblade dies, these other 2 cores are not going to carry the huge distance in that fight in terms of the damage output. Like, this is a Terrorblade draft. You are buffing him up. You want him to live through that engagement. And at this point, Rezo and Crystallis might just be out carrying him. The tag team here, that's a big swing.
He's no longer going the Swift Blink. Now he is going back for the Daedalus. Now he's saying the damage is the problem, but I did like your idea of like a certain way to play against the Drow Ranger, because in just a normal game, this 1-to-1 matchup between Drow and TV is not that fun.
I mean, this Nullifier, it makes a lot of sense this game. It helps him stick on targets, but at the same time, he has to aggressively force them to be able to stick on them. If someone gets forced before you get that Nullifier hit out, it gets kind of weird, right? Yeah. Like, traditionally, if you want to go this Daedalus build, maybe you rather have Satanic, something else, even like a Manta Dispel.
Butterfly opportunity.
I mean, he's still going to be incredibly strong here. If he gets the Nullifier hit, it's going to pay off. just a question of can he land it, how deep does he go in the fight, because like we saw there, you go a little too deep, you get Starbreakered. You're not living through that. Now Secret taking the fight to them, pushing his tower with Aegis. Smoke wrap
comes
around
down to the initiation, but Science reads it. He's going to be able to break that smoke. The onslaught on through. They do have the spike carapace, pop the BKB last second. They managed to get on top of the Silence as well. The global Silence goes out. Science is not dead yet, nor is Puppey. While Chris is delivering the damage onto Skeeter, force that forward. Managed to get the hook shot, turn around. Skeeter gets off the Sunder on his support. Manta gets popped. Crystal is trying to walk away, but that nullifier, it'll keep him in place. And now 9 is setting up for the Starbreaker, though. Resolution, he barely hits the end one, and that's all he needed. Crystal is on the second life, will stand and deliver the damage onto 9. That'll finish him up. The Primal Beast with the Dispel is not going to be enough to walk away.
Give me your intelligence, mother, and I'll take it every time. Puppey with the buyback to get the extra insteal.
And runs down Snake King. Resolution finds an extra one. On top of that, none of these heroes have buybacks, so Secret, the world is their oyster at this point.
This game has swung completely, right? Like, we can feel in these fights, the damage is just running out for Tundra. And the real carry in this game, Resolution, coming online. He hits 25 after this fight, which is a huge deal for this hero. Now you're dealing with double Starbreaker, which have just been debilitating for Skeeter.
Yeah.
I mean, beautiful hook shot here. They get the Sunder off. Operation Safety to bail out Skeeter. Takes the fight to Crystallis. Maybe if there's no Aegis here, this fight looks different. But even so, Rezo is just smacking him. And that hammer hurts, man.
Yes, it does. All of that farm is paying off. They're so focused on dealing with the Drow Ranger and this bad matchup with the Terrorblade that it means that Resolution is completely uncontested in fights. Delivering damage right there. There's a man on stage who set all that up in the first place. His Vendetta positioning, breaking that smoke,
that was
made
beautiful.
an awkward initiation for Tundra.
I mean, that's what wins Secret the fight there. Like, imagine Puppey gets broken on instead of that Nyx. It's a completely different engagement. Instead, 9 has to spend his entire BKB duration and half that fight chasing Puppey around. He doesn't want to be doing this. It's dirty duty. Someone has to, but it takes him way longer than he wants. And now Secret taking control of this game. Now they're scaling into that late game Tricore where Shiva's on Nisha on top of a Timeless Relic, Arcane Rune. He's going to be pretty strong in this next engagement. Huge amount of spell damage coming out. If Drow lives through the initial burst from Tundra, it's going to be a hard fight. Rocket Flare scouting Puppey.
They're going to go for that free kill. And he had the gem too. Nisha's going to try and follow this up though. They do have the Dawnbreaker ultimate coming in on the side. They're going to chain stun down this Visage. They've worked through the cloak. The double hammer goes to play. And Snake King, well, trying to freeze the field. They're getting on top of Crystallis. This time around, when he doesn't have that second life, Skeeter's got the meta, and they can start laying to the Drow Ranger. But they need to be able to get the disarms. And now with the chain stun going out, the Drow falls, yes. But Resolution and Nisha, they are just cleaving through hero after hero. The Primal Beast again trying to walk away, but Resolution, he'll run you down. He'll drag you down into the dark, down until you fall, down until you go all the way back to the fountain.
Resolution, Starbreaker, breaking Tundra's dreams here, closing this out 2-0. He wants to send it to a game 3. This man is absolute resolute.
He really is, and it's so fitting. He showed up on this roster with Zayats, completely turns what was kind of a mediocre lineup for Team Secret. They really did not find much success. And it seems like this combination of Zayats and Resolution we see on the right-hand side is what has been enough. It's a Seeker ingredient that has turned Secret into an absolute killing machine. It may just give them the chance to even up this series against Tundra, the upper bracket final.
Seeker is just all over Skeeter in these fights. He just does not have the sustained health like last game. And they are able to burst this terribly down regardless of the Drow. And yeah, you love to see that, man.
Harken back to a little bit of the TI1 days. Back then at their very first international, the boosts were closer together, much closer. They're face up against each other. Here at TI11, it feels like a similar vibe, and you could see Zayats, he loves that.
Oh, especially when you're dead. There's nothing else to look at but that guy across the stage from you. He's standing up and shouting.
Yep.
Little extra mental mind games going down, and that's 2 lanes for Secret here. Cementing themselves at a 15k gold lead. They have the buybacks. Tundra's probably gonna have to buy out to take these fights. Full control of this game now. Octarine done on Nisha. Aeon disc for Puppey. Jumping him just became a little bit harder. I mean, now you really need to get value to this nullifier. You need it, but yeah, Skeeter's just getting kited, right? And even if he takes down one of these Secret cores, pick your poison. Are you going Drow? Or are you going Dawnbreaker?
Yeah, somebody's got to deal with this Dawnbreaker, man. I almost feel like 9 getting his level 25 I know most people go the extra duration, but I almost wonder if getting the BKB piercing disable would be better. Just deal with this Dawnbreaker, who's like BKB and challenging the Terrorblade every time.
It might be. If you can just get this Dawn off your Terrorblade, at least free him up a little bit, or maybe burst him. I don't know how much it's doable, but you have to deal with resolution at this point. He's just cleaving through your entire team. I mean, he has Blink. He has everything up, pushing towards Strength Link. In fact, he's saving for buyback. So even if you kill him once, he is going to buyback. He's going to Solar Guardian back in. This Dawnbreaker has built-in Aegis here, as long as he wants to keep the gold up, which he will.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool idea, because they're essentially just one team fight away from being able to finish off this game too.
Yep.
We'll see how Tundra is able to hold now that the shoe is on the other foot.
Rocket's coming out, doesn't see anything. Skeeter might get caught.
Oh, this would be the worst situation. A two-man stun set up with the resolution. Ready to go. Both will fall. Both do have buyback, but there's going to be a third hero on the ring. It's 33. Roll on through, stop the onslaught as well. Everything being countered on the side of Secret. They've used their buybacks, but they're not going to be able to do much. Maybe they can. Knight jumps in, grabs the Drow Ranger, and they do manage to get him. Immediate buyback. Secret trying to reset around this one. A beautiful stun from Science. Once again, another two-man follow-up. Nisha keeping his distance here with the swashbuckle. He's going to roll up to the side. They're going to try and deal with this Nyx assassin. Go, Dawnbreaker coming in. Here comes the stuns. Can they chain stun him? They burned out of mana. He needs to be able to get off Asunder, but he doesn't have an opportunity to do so. He falls. A dieback on the carry, but at the same time, oh, the Primal Beast went in, but they couldn't actually deal with the Drow Ranger, who's just in the back line. Throwing away the damage. Resolution. He will not go down easy. He will not go down without a fight. He finally does fall, but Tundra, it's too late for them. They blew far too much to be able to bring down the Dawnbreaker, and now Crystallis is here to clean up. They buy back where they can. They do have the roll-in coming on through. That's going to be able to get the chains done on to 9. He's dead as well. 3 dead, no buybacks. 33 going to be collected, and that is GG. Team Secrets. They will close out this game 2 and even up the series.
I mean, that's what everybody wants to see here, a game 3 between these two teams, and that felt like Secret.